morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So I've got another exciting video from BB Craft. So one of the things I got that I showed in the unboxing was the mushrooms, toadstools. I think they're mushrooms. And I did, in the unboxing, I did stamp a couple and they stamp up lovely. I've done one here. I have coloured it in. And the paper that I'm using is just paper. It's actually book page, clear book page that I smooshed in inks because I like the background, and because I'm making a fairy journal, I decided to go with the theme and do some sort of like ephemera for my fairy journal. But I'll be able to show you several techniques. I am going to put them with some die cuts. Now I have fairy die cuts, toadstool die cuts and things like that. They're not from BB Crafts, however you can get the little tiny fairies, and they've got an absolute gorgeous toadstool house that you build up. And I was looking at it and it would just go in my fairy journal absolutely lovely, so I'm going to order that. Anyway, so we will start now. I've cut this into different sizes, mainly because of the, I don't want all my ephemera the same. I'm going to make some, the bigger ones probably as like small tags. This one in the middle is quite big, so I wanted some big ones. This one's the tall one. I've got some small ones, and I've also got some little fairy dies that I cut out to sit on, but I don't want to cover the mushrooms too much. But I do want to make it sort of like, I want to explain what you can do with these stamps. It's not just a case of stamping them, and that you can decorate a page. You can emboss them, you can colour them in, you can make ephemera with them. There's lots of things you can do. So I'm using my black archival ink. Now I've only got a little tiny one because I wanted lots of colours and I didn't have the money to get the big ones, so I just got lots of colours in the small ones. It's easy for me to take away on holiday as well. So we'll put that one up there and we'll do the big one. This one I've already stamped. I stamped during the unboxing because I just couldn't not stamp it. We're going to do it on that one. So it's www.bbcrafts.com. And they do everything. I mean, I've made some fairy, I will get them out in a minute, some fairy charms and angel charms for, you can use them for anything. You can put them with a gift, anything. So anyway, so what I do is I take the ink to the stamp, and I think I'll put it on the bottom because I think what we might have is a little fairy flying about in the middle. And I'm just, there you are. Now because the background is already coloured, that looks quite ethereal to me. It's very, very fairy, enchanted. But you can colour them in. And I'm just, no, we'll not put that one on. What about this one? And our wings will be off, so I've got some little tiny ones, but I don't even know where I got these from, to be quite honest. I've had them for absolutely years. No. I don't think we will do any. Yeah, this one looks as though it's sitting down. There you are. And I did some little tiny branches if I wanted to put some of them on. So I think, yeah, so I am going to colour them in. I'm going to colour them in red, and I am using the and then if you wanted to, I don't know how this will work, you could do some little, they're not perfectly round, they're just scruffy little circles. And I should have a white oh, what have I done with it? Right, I can't find it. I did have a white marker. Oh, it's here. No, it's not. That's my pen. That is so weird, because I did bring my white gel pen home. Never mind. This is a scribble it. I think this is a bronze one, so we'll do some. These won't show up as much, but they've got like a glitter to them. And I'm going to colour some of the ground in here. And what I'm doing is I'm just going over the lines just to can't really see it because I've gone over with water to blend the watercolour pencils in, so it will need to dry. But anyway, that's that. So we've got that one. Now we've got, I'm going to, that's hickory smoke. Now what we'll do is we'll do a smaller one, because what I am going to do is I'm going to do some this one. So when I'm embossing with the Distress. Now I've got loads of embossing powders, but I've got Vintage Photo, Hickory Smoke, I think I'll use Vintage Photo actually, and Speckled Egg. Now I'm going to use Hickory Smoke. I'll probably kick myself afterwards wishing I'd used the other one. Now I do have there it is, a Versamark. So when you're using embossing powders, you need a Versamark, and it's like a glycerine based ink, so you can't see, there's no colour, although you can get Versafine. And then what you do is you stamp and sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. I can't see that, but I do need a piece of paper underneath. We'll use this, it's an old Christmas card envelope. And what you do is you pour your embossing powder. Ooh, that was just a little bit too much. and then tap it off. Now, because I've just not long done these smooshing, some of the embossing powder has stuck to the side, which is fine. You can take a brush and take it off, although it's not that noticeable. If you were doing a perfect you know, if you were doing something for a wedding card or a wedding stationery, or then you have to be very, very careful, and it has to be clear. But this is distress, so I will turn the video down when I use the heat gun, and I might speed it up. But what I want to do is just to let you see. Right, so that's it there. I think I've overheated it, and it's gone into the paper, which you can do. But however, I've got a good result. I'm happy with that. Just let me get this. So there we are. I think these are like the chartreuse mushrooms. That one's got a leaf in. So we've got that one. I'm not going to colour that one in. And I think we'll do... I think we'll do this one. And then we can put a little fairy on it, I think. And the archival black I'm using, well, it's the black soot. If you use the distress inks, if you're trying to colour them in with anything sort of like water based, it will smudge. So you don't want to use a distress ink, but to use the archival. They're water resistant. There's quite a few inks out there that are water resistant. StazOn's another one. That's a solvent based ink. So there we are. And that looks, I quite like that. That looks nice. So we can have a little fairy sat on there. Do we want that one? Is that one exactly the same? Yes. That one's a different one. And no, I think I'll have a sat there. And I think we'll have a little lamp and make it kind of a scene, I think. We've got a little tiny toadstool here. And it's... I thought I'd done all this. I want her on here, and she could be holding the lamp. I've got two types of lamps. Where's the other one? There we are. And I'll not have that on there. Or we could put a... You can turn your die cuts round, but no, I quite like her on there. I like her on that one. I like to see the toadstools or the mushrooms. And then we can put her feet. Yeah, that's fine. So that's what we're going to do. And as you can see, I've made myself a little glue dangle with the beads that I got from them. I didn't make a great big huge ornate one because I am not going to make them to sell. That's not my thing. I know there is quite a few out there if you just look on Etsy or Ko-fi. If you want to make them yourself, BB Crafts is the place to get your supplies. I think I've got a plug in there somewhere. There we are. So I really, the beads and that, everything, they all came well packed in little boxes, so you can keep them all separated. And the stamps, these are beautiful, and I mean they're quite intricate. I mean, you can see all the little lines, and they would be nice if you did them in like a white. I've got some white iridescent inks on black, would be quite nice. You can use paints, you know, if you don't have inks, you can use paints, you can use aqua markers, you can use felt pens, use all sorts. It's just practice and play about. It's, you know, with a scrap piece of paper and see how far you can go. You can even cut them out. You know, do ever so many and cut them out and make a scene. And there you are. So we've got that. I think what we might do is we might give that one a little colour in. And where's that? I'm going to use Vintage Photo. And then, because they're water based, I can spread it about. And also, I'm just going to do this in here. And oh, has got pink. just so we get a nice glow. Let me see if yeah, I've got a yellow one here. What is this one? Fossilized amber. And just put the yellow down to the bottom, and let me have a look at this. Squeezed lemon oxide. Oh dearie me, don't do that, Julie. I'm just brightening it up. So this is squeezed lemon. And these are the oxides, so they're I'm going to go over the wings a bit. And it should give you like a whitish lemon ethereal kind of glow. Not going to colour the whole fairy in because it's the stamps, but I am going to give it like a glow round. Oh, we've got a little one there that we forgot. Look at that little cute one. And there we are. So it's not coloured the fairy in too much, but there we are. Oh, all right. So we've got the one that we did there. We've got the one that we embossed. We've got the one that I did the first time, and we've got that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the basket now. And we will put that on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in the ground espresso. I'm going to use a dark brown. Still the archival link. Oh, that's lovely. Even in the coloured inks. And then I'm going to do some around the basket. And there we are. So we've got that one, and no, I don't want that. We've got frayed burlap, antique linen. That's more of a light mushroom colour. It's not covering the ink, it's just fading out the colour behind it. And what I might do is I might do and there we have it. So you can take your brush to the Oh, thank you. Brilliant. Thank you. You can take your brush to the pencil and do it that way. I'm just squeezing the water a bit. That's my husband just brought me a cup of coffee. And that's quite nice. So yeah, it's taken sort of like the pinks and the yellows from the background and give it more of a mushroom colour. And we've not done this little one either, so I think we'll do this one. I'll do it in the archival black. And I'm going to do that one in the middle because I might make a little tag out of that one because I like little mini tags. These are little. Right, to put them on there. Right, okay. And put that in there. There you are. Not too bad. And again, I'm just colouring sort of like the main part. Sorry if I'm out of camera shot. And again, this is antique linen I'm using. And there we have that one. So I think what we will do is we will ink around and it's just tea dyed I'm using, tea dye. That one to one side. I'm going to do that one in black sort. Right, so I'm going to do this one. Right, put that back in my glue. Pins back. And then we'll go over what we've done. So that was the one I did off camera and coloured it in. Then we did this one. And you can see a little bit, that's not a very good pen for like a metallic pen. But you can see. And we did the fairy, so we put little die cuts in with it. We did the embossed one, and we inked it in the ground espresso, and then we did that one. So there's lots of things you can do. Now these will go in my journal. I don't have a journal page with me, but I've got some. And these are the type of pages I'll be using, so you can see they are quite nice on the browns. That would look nice on the black. These would look nice on the black as well, or the brown. And again, so I hope you get something out of that, and I hope you have a try. Again, it's BB Crafts, www.bbcrafts.com, and they sell everything. So I got the beads, I got the stamps, the doodies, they do lots of things. So go and have a look. The link will be below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.